What's going on, everyone? It's been a while since I talked about a monster movie. This is an action drama called The Untouchables. It was released by Paramount Pictures June 3rd, 1987. It was written by David Mamet, produced by Art Lucen, and directed by Brian De Palma, who, if you're not familiar with that name, he's the one who did Scarface 1987 remake, the most iconic one. He also did the Stephen King the adaptation for Stephen King's Carrie. He also did films like Blowout and Carlito's Way, to name a few, Dressed to Kill as well. And this had a budget of $25 million, and it was a decent success when it came out. But yeah, it stars Robert. No, doesn't it? I can't remember who it stars, but yeah, I don't care about actors, so I never remember them who's in it. But yeah, The Untouchables. That's basically based on the mobsters of the Prohibition era. And yeah, so yeah, that's quite a good thing. Basically, it's Al Capone and his mobster family, and basically it chronicles them ruling the cities of Chicago and stuff during Prohibition, and all the power that they have. In the meantime, you're also following police detectives trying to investigate and pin down their crimes and get justice for the victims and stuff. But they have trouble doing that with like some insiders helping out the mob and others trying to sabotage what they're doing. So they have to work around the clock and try to come up with ways to stop these mobsters from doing their bidding during the Prohibition era, which is very difficult. This is based on a true story, slightly. There is a lot of differences that they change for Hollywood's sake and that. And yeah, but overall, this film is quite entertaining. It's not all action-packed like I was expecting. There's quite a bit of drama, but it's really well acted. There's like the police lieutenant played by Sean Connery, who's really good. And yeah, a lot of really good actors and characters that are pretty well fleshed out, and that even though it's not 100% accurate, it's still quite the entertaining film. And really well acted, well shot, and definitely some interesting, dark, disturbing scenes that happen, like when they blow up a young girl in a pharmacy near the beginning and stuff. I wasn't expecting that. And I really enjoyed that. I like dark scenes like that in movies. It really makes the film more impactful, and definitely, as long as it's staged correctly, it can push the story further, which this one they do. It never really lets up, and they do a good job at trying to make the best and encapsulating what life was most likely like during the Prohibition era with these guys, and trying to give you a good insight with a good story and a well-performed film. It's well constructed, and overall, I just really enjoyed it. Yeah, I didn't really get bored through it or anything like that. I thought it was all pretty well done. It is your typical mobster movie, not much really to set it apart from others, but overall, with the somewhat true aspect of it, and some of the sugar-coated Hollywood stuff mixed in there, it makes for a really compelling film, and I really enjoyed it. I don't really have very much complaints for this. Yeah, there is some odd supporting characters that are a little dull, but for the most part, it's really good. I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5. So you can check it out if you want. Trailer's linked down below, like always. Also linked down below, like always, is my Instagram. So I always post clips of films I'm going to review in the future. All my stories have the film title, hashtag, and subgenre, film and hashtag, so you're aware of it. And also my Letterbox is linked down below at Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating where I have to watch the films. So follow me on one of those two platforms. Stay in the loop with this channel. Like this video. Share it to more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. Also, if you have any films or film franchises in any genre that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below. I'll try to get them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. And yeah, make sure you subscribe, and hopefully we'll find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together, or so you can hear my opinions on popular films coming out, classic films, somewhat like this, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell, because I'm going back to the B movies for now. Starting to get a little tired of all these iconic 80s movies. I want to go watch some really low budget cheese. So I got about like 5 or 6 cheesy zombie B movies to check out. Which the first one's called Zombie Dearest, so I'll probably check that one out next. So horror fans, get ready. Tune in next time for that. So make sure you ring that bell. Watch out for those crazy mobsters and their families that live on to this day. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.